just sounds so real. Like it's just like Steve Harvey show. And he's like, welcome back.
It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Nah, the claps always do it for me. Hey y'all.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your favorite bisexual deviant.
Shut up.
Kia. And the badass supermodel.
Woo!
Khai.
Hoopla! I know.
Back with another one, boys.
We here, episode 4. Look at us, just
look at us. Look at us.
won't need to look
Thought
at us.
I'll be here? No.
No. This is like, how does it feel being God's favorite? Like, no.
I don't.
This is our 4th episode.
Wow.
We're very close
and
to.
I said, wow.
Right. We're very close to the 10th. You guys don't know what type of shit we have in store for the 10th, but it's a secret. So,
top secret.
yeah, we won't share too much detail. We won't share any detail for that matter until it's super, super, super close.
You know what's playing in my head right now?
What?
That part in Niggas in Paris where he was like, no, but it's provocative. No, but it gets the people going.
Exactly. So, yeah, we're not gonna say too much, but this is the 4th episode, and yeah, we back. Kia, I feel like I ain't see you in mad long, even though I just seen you like what we record every other week. 2 weeks. Yeah.
No, we saw each other last week, right?
We did.
Yeah, because we went to South Beach.
We did. No,
and we were sleepy the whole time.
we did. That was the week of the pod. That was 3 because we recorded Saturday.
Girl, no, it was. Girl, it was.
Yes, I'm telling you, because we linked Friday. I got off of work. We linked Friday. And then we were eating and we were discussing. And then we came in here dead.
We did, because we made a promise. We was like, yo, we not going to go in there.
Yeah.
And then we still came in.
It just didn't work out. Like, so.
Wow, that was 2 weeks ago. Hi, friend. What you been up to, friend?
I've been sleeping. I've been eating. I cooked Thanksgiving dinner.
I saw.
I'm not doing that shit next year. I'm not doing it. It's just.
Why not?
It was too much. Like, after a while, it was fun. You know, we all was like drinking and stuff like that. But that cooking.
It was just a lot.
Yeah. I probably would. I'm lying. I probably would do it next year. But as of now, I'm not doing it next year.
Not
like,
feeling
not even running across the brain, nothing. Everybody could eat fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for all I care. I'm not doing that shit next year. My specialty used to be banana pudding. Like every Thanksgiving, people would be like, yo, does I make banana pudding? And I'm like, oh. But I haven't cooked for Thanksgiving in a long time. But that's because me and my family really haven't gotten together for Thanksgiving in a long time. So I don't know. My mother said next year we were going to do a big Thanksgiving, but also the goal is that by next year I have my own place so I can host Thanksgiving. Yeah. Because I like family gatherings. Like I really do. Like it was really fun, honestly, but it was just a lot of cooking.
No, it is a lot. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm going to host it, but I ain't doing all the cooking.
See? No.
So I'm going to need everybody to just pitch in and do their job, but I really do want to host Thanksgiving at my place because like I like family gatherings, and I feel like me and my family haven't really gathered together as one in a long time. So my mother's side of the family.
So we'll just manifest it Thanksgiving at Kia's next year.
Yes, we're manifesting Thanksgiving at Kia's next year.
I just want to let y'all know this is not planned. This was
God! What?
This was not. This wasn't planned. Friend. This wasn't planned, y'all. I swear to God. I barely talked to Kia this week. This is not planned.
And I didn't even notice it till you said something. You was like, oh, wait. I'm
this
like,
is cute,
and I've been looking at you the whole time.
She got TLC. And I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. Don't you got T-Boz? Like, ain't she in TLC? Yeah. So cute.
Look at that. Would you look at that?
But nah, yeah, Thanksgiving was cool. I don't know. I feel like, you know me, like I love soul food. That's one of my main things. But it's just like, I don't know, on Thanksgiving, like I can eat soul food throughout the year and it'll be good. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll go like to Mama's or, you know, somewhere that sells good soul food and I'll get some soul food, but you know, and rip it. But nothing tastes better than actual Thanksgiving food. Like I don't know if it's because, you know, people be making it with like love.
I don't know, bro.
Or
that shit just
what? But it's like everything got a little
a little extra
sparkle on it. Like, yeah, I don't know. They put a little in it.
Also, I know when it comes to like Thanksgiving in my crib, like I be having things that the only thing that I could say I have, I don't want to say like a lot, but that I have on a often basis if I'm having soul food is like greens and mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. So yams, turkey. I never had fried chicken for Thanksgiving.
We skipped turkey this year. Turkey is so unnecessary to me. As I got older,
turkey legs.
We did turkey wings and shit like that. So I feel like that's way better because actual turkey is just like that. Me personally, I prefer turkey wings. I'm a turkey wing girl. So it's like the whole turkey is like kind of pointless. Like,
Ron's grandmother made a turkey that was out of this fuck. And I don't even really eat turkey like that. I really only eat it on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. But the way she made that turkey, that thing was whoo.
Really?
Thing was hitting.
She fried it?
I don't know how she did it. Ron's family can throw down anyway. Ron's my best friend, guys.
Tell your grandmother call me.
His family's up in Philly, and like I spend Thanksgiving with his family because they can cook. And that shit was, yes sir, that boy was slapping.
Ron, text me.
Ron, I need your family recipe. He made the mac and cheese this year, and I was so proud of him.
It was good?
Yes, it was really good.
I don't know why I'm asking if it's good. When we cooked in Joshua Tree, Ron know how to cook.
So, he just be playing. Like, I don't know. Ron be playing, y'all. But what are your favorite holidays outside of Thanksgiving?
I actually love Halloween.
Really?
I do. I like Halloween. I like Halloween. I also like anything that requires me to take a day off of work. Like, nah. So I do like Halloween. I do Christmas be cute, but I feel like any holiday now doesn't hit the same like when you were younger. So I always like Halloween because it's just like, you get together with your friends, y'all dress up. It's so cute. Like everyone's creativity is kind of like unlocked on Halloween. And Thanksgiving, of course, is always cool, super family oriented. Yeah, why you?
Cause it be a lot of noise happening outside. Y'all probably gonna hear it, but it be just a lot of noise happening outside. And one thing I don't like, don't interrupt my shit. But
like Christmas is cool. I don't know. I would just really say Thanksgiving and Halloween. I would say are really like my top two.
I used to love Christmas as a kid. Like, that was my shit. And Christmas was my father always made Christmas such a big thing. Like, one year he actually got us a real Christmas tree, which I fucking hated because then he kept making us sweep up the
you have
ponds.
to do a lot,
man.
Keep water in it or your shit gonna burn. Like,
if I would have known that it was that much maintenance, I would have told him I didn't want one. But he was like, no, if you guys want one, we're gonna get a big Christmas tree. And it was so fun going to get the Christmas tree and daddy, I want that one. And then I didn't realize that he was gonna make me do all the maintenance for it. But I used to love Christmas coming up. And then, as you said, like when you get older, shit just hits different. But I think it only hits different for me because, one, I don't have any kids, and then two, I don't have a partner to share Christmas with. Like, I like spoiling people, especially the people I love.
No, agreed.
So like, I don't know. My dad is the only person that still asks me what I want for Christmas. Well, my sister Shayna, she still gets. When was the last time me and Shayna traded something for Christmas? I think me and Shayna got each other something for Christmas last year.
So it's like the few people do ask. Yeah. It's not like how before it was like the whole family, like when you're younger.
Right. And I like the whole thing of I get to buy you something and like we get
I still do Christmas shit with like my friends. And then, with my nieces and nephews.
In a long time. It kind of makes me sad.
Just do it this year. I'm going to do it this year.
Okay.
Just do it this year.
I'm not going to hold you. I'm one of those people, I get really depressed around the holidays. Really? I don't mind opening up about this, but like actually the last like week or two I've been like insanely depressed, and I think that plays a big role in why I've been so sleepy and in bed. Because the holidays do make me feel like but then also like with my own mental health, I just go through my depressive state, so it's just like I was already in that, and then the holidays are rolling around, it's like, well, fuck, I ain't got nobody. So it was like a really like rough time for me. I actually cried myself to sleep the night before Thanksgiving, and I felt really fucked up about it. And that was another reason why I go up to Philly to be with Ron and his family.
That's why I was like, well, at least you got like to travel. You did real quick, and I didn't even know that until just now. You told me. So
yeah, I keep things to myself because I don't like to be burdensome to people. But I feel like the more open you are about your mental health and well-being, like it'll enable other people to be like do that as well.
Yes, yeah.
And you know, it takes a lot to be open about what the fuck you go through. So yeah, I just wanted to come out and say that anybody else who's dealing with like depression or any other anxiety, mental health issues during the holidays, you are very much seen, and you're loved. And if you need somebody to talk to, hey, I'm here. Like, my DMs are always open. I'll be always needing somebody to talk to. I love to talk. Why you think I got podcasts? I love to talk. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I know the holidays can be very depressing, especially right now with COVID, and it's like you can't go nowhere. A lot of people were
isolated from each other this year.
Like Clubhouse was lit on Thanksgiving because niggas can't go see their loved ones. So you know, I just wanted to put that out there because it can be depressing and you're not alone. So Kia sending you some love. You know.
Aww. Can we get an aw? All right. So with the year slowly wrapping up, December came in like 5 minutes. Yeah, and November lasted in like 1 minute. So with the year about to wrap up, you got any new goals for next year, or like, you know, goals that you have now, as far as like goals that you have now and, you know, goals that you have set for next year? I mean, you could, you know, give detail, but not too much because, you know,
everything's top secret.
Still a goal. And then on top of that too, like, you know, just
people's energy.
Yeah, you can't always share your manifestations. So
well, I've never been the type to, like, you know how people do like resolutions and stuff. I've never been the type to do that. And if there's one thing 2020 has taught us, like, you might want to slow up on that because life will hit you like a ton of bricks. But I do have some things that I would like to accomplish either before the year is out or before next year is out.
Right.
So the first thing is, well, this is actually going to get accomplished. I have no choice, but I'm writing a byline, which is like really fancy word for basically I'm writing for a magazine. But I have a byline that I'm working on right now. I'm not going to say what it's about yet because I don't want to write so much shit.
Okay.
But I'm really excited about that. And then, so that's the only thing I'm going to accomplish before this year is out. And then next year, I would like to launch my magazine. We have the shit we're doing for the 10th episode. That's special.
Need to start planning that some more too.
Nah, big facts. Yeah. And I would say the last thing I want to do is I do have my exhibit that I'm working on that I really want to accomplish before next year is out. Oh, and I want to get my first celebrity interview.
Yes.
Like my official celebrity interview before next year is out. And that's about it.
Okay. I like those.
Thanks.
Those are dope. I like those. All right. Well,
what's yours?
I got a lot. I got a little razzle-dazzle. Yeah. All right. So, of course, the thing, I don't want to give too much detail, but the random thing I told you, like a thought just happened in the whole humble thing I'm trying to do. I definitely want to do that this year. Like, I want to try to put that out around Christmas time, if not the day after Christmas, if not before, because it really kind of makes sense to drop that before. So I want to kind of put that into works. I already have it all planned out. I just have to like go and let's say like to City Hall and shit and to really get it. I'll be calling them, but niggas don't answer, so I gotta like.
Nah, you gotta physically walk in there and be like, I was told by Apple Care.
Yeah, so I have to do that. And then of course what we working on for the 10th episode and things of that nature. And like you were saying, like I never really had like resolutions. I feel like that was always stupid. Like to be like, it was really just dumb to me because it's like, oh, for the new year, I want to work on doing this. Like, why couldn't you do that shit all throughout the year? Like, why you got to wait for a specific time? Or you could just
start now.
Yeah, to cut off dead weight or to change ways. Like, why are you giving yourself like hella months or like for a whole new year? Like, you should just constantly be doing that shit throughout the year you're already in. But, you know, to each his own, you know, whatever. But, yeah, I also do want to get some more gigs. I'm actually, not too much detail. I already kind of like have something lined up for like this week, possibly. So, yeah, and it's really dope. The person like who I'm supposed to be working with is really dope. So that's kind of like another thing I'm working on. So it's just a few goals I have, and then it's just like the goals that I already have like in my head are the ones I can think of off the top. those are like, you know, whatever. And then it's just like as days go on, I'll come up with something else new, because you have the long term and you have the short term. So it's just like, and then still keeping in mind, like, you know, pace myself, you know.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
I don't want to give everything. I don't want to put a date so much on stuff, because it's just like everything don't always happen when you want it to happen, but when it's the right time for it to happen. So I'm not going to put too much dates on the goals I have set. I just know I got to get them shits done, and that's just it.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I definitely had like February in mind for like the magazine was gonna be done, and then like I'm looking at the calendar, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna happen in that time. But I also want to take my time with it, because I want it to be perfect. Like I really, when you guys see it, y'all gonna be like, oh, like this some real shit. Real shit for the streets.
So yeah, that's just a few things that I have said. I'm trying to think if it's some more stuff. Like, of course I have more. Like, I want a car and all that shit. Like, so there's like goals, but those are just a few that I have. And of course, I'm really like, even though I said I don't want to put a date on things, that whole thing that I'm trying to do before Christmas, like, I definitely want to do that now, holiday season. Yeah. Because it really fits the description to constantly. Damn, I can't even say it because it's going to kind of give it away a little bit.
But like helping people.
Right. Yeah. So, like I already have everything in line. Like I know who I want to direct. Well, I'm the director, but like film it and shit like that. So it's just, I just really got to kind of like go to City Hall. That's really the only thing. Like I got everything else ready to go.
It all happened. Like you've been talking about this for at least a good month and a half.
Yeah,
now.
And it was random too. So that's why I was like, all right, I definitely got to put some effort behind this, because obviously it was a thought for a reason. So yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you do, friend.
Oh, friend.
Can we also, more alls. But no, also like. But also like hire my good sis Khai, because she bodied what y'all gonna see. Well, they're gonna see this on Monday. Well, I hate putting in dates, because by the time you guys see this, that's when it'll be out. But like hire my good sis Khai. Like she's a fucking amazing model, and I've never seen somebody just walk on and instantly know angles and poses, and like she walked in front of the camera and was like, okay, bet, pow, 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 and I was and meanwhile I'm standing there eating some, like I think I was eating I was eating some Skittles, and I was just like, oh wow. So no, please hire my sis, because she deserves. And also like the food, don't you see her?
I deserve.
Santana, walk away.
But now, are we dropping that Monday?
I thought it would be fire to drop on Monday, because it would be like the 4th episode with the promo. Or we could wait. It's up to you. We have it. It's in the arsenal. It's there.
I don't know.
It's there.
Well, should we do this Friday?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna do it Monday.
Okay, we can do it Monday.
I showed my mommy.
You did? Did she like it?
She's eating that shit up. She loves it. She's like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, right? It's dope. But,
it really is dope.
Yeah. All right. Enough with the light shit.
Oh, do you have any, before we start getting in deep, do you have any shout outs that you want to give out? Because I think that's a thing that people are now, like the streets is looking for.
I really need to start writing it down, because throughout the week I'll have all this stuff like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna shout this person out, or this is dope, let me do this and that third. But and then by the time we get here, I'm like, okay. So I don't really.
I do know who I want to shout out.
Let me just look. Go ahead, you go first though.
Girl, I gotta pull the shit up too. I'm like, wait, hold the hell up.
All right, quick. I'll give a shout out to all the Black businesses.
Yes.
Because y'all ate up on Black Friday. And I'm just like here for it. Like everybody had their inventory fully restocked. And, you know, the little promo codes and discounts and things of that nature. So I know a lot of Black businesses thrived. And also shout out to everyone who did buy this Black Friday, because it's Black Friday. I don't really know if that's really the meaning, but we're going to make it the meaning for this year.
We're going to turn it.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who did buy Black on Black Friday, because you never know. You really just put food on somebody's table.
Big facts.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Like I saw a tweet, it was somebody else, like I don't know what they make, but they were like, yo, shout out to whoever spent like over $50 on my website, because now I can go and buy some groceries for my family.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, you really never know who you're supporting, who you're helping. I mean, I am supporting a black business.
Hey.
I got a child. Yes, support black owned businesses.
Yes.
Damn, I feel bad because I'll be giving this person a shout. I'll be giving these people a shout out
all the time.
All the fucking time. So I actually want to shout out, I don't know her personally, but I love the shoot that she did, so I want to shout out, I think it's I'm Lola Taylor. I'm gonna pull up the exact, yeah, it's her Instagram is I am Lola Taylor, but it's called the IT collection, or I'm probably totally fucking this shit up, but she did a shoot that I really did love. It's called like the Rich Bitch Furs on her website. But yeah, go to her Instagram. I really do like the shoot that she did. It's fucking dope, and her stuff is really fly too. So yeah, that's just a black entrepreneur that I wanted to give a shout out to.
Every girl needs a mink.
Everybody needs a nice little mink.
Every girl.
And even if it's not real, or even if you do the vegan shit, like that's fine. Like, you know, it's okay. You can find a quality one. Like, you don't have to wear real. Are we getting down to business?
Unfortunately, but fortunately, because gotta let some shit go. Let some shit off.
Yeah, I know you said you had some shit to get off your chest.
I was on Twitter ranting.
I saw
my little bitty followers.
I was like, my sis got some things she need to get off her chest. So I don't know. Do you want to get into the topic and then you do your rant, or you want to do your rant? Because this is a safe space, and you know I've done my rants before. So
nah, I don't even want to rant. I want to get into the topic and just start dropping shit. Like, we could just get into the topic and I'm gonna just flow with it.
I'm sorry, people be DMing me the weirdest shit. But okay, so let's hop in. So our main topic for today is,
you got a drum roll? Let's do a drum roll. Say it again. What's the topic?
The topic is, what feelings do you avoid, and why are you afraid of allowing yourself to feel those feelings?
Ew. Mood, ew.
Yucks.
All right. So I can say that I used to not really fully avoid, because once again, stated in last episode, of course, I'm a hopeless romantic. So, and then I'm sweet on people that I like. So it's just like, okay. So I can't really say fully avoid, but kind of like, not like balance, like kind of make sure I got like a guard up in a sense, which was vulnerability. And then I told you this year a lot, I learned how to really be, present in moments and to be fully vulnerable, and knowing like, it's okay. It's not always gross. Cause every time I used to send some sweet shit or something like that, I used to be like, ew, like, but that's really like how I felt like about the situation or whatever it is that I sent. But I would just, find vulnerability sometimes to be dependent on the situation weak. Because sometimes if you're too vulnerable, people can see you as weak, and that's far from what I am. But then it also was making me numb, not being vulnerable enough. And then that's not, the type of person I am. So a lot of situations I could say will kind of put that up front to be numb, but that's not really who I was. So it's like I knew that it was okay to be vulnerable, but I wouldn't allow myself to be vulnerable because it could be seen as weak.
Right.
So, so I could say that's what I used to avoid or something like that. But I could say like, I think reasons why people do that, because I know I'm not the only person who went through that or who does that still to this day. But I think the reason why people do that is because that's kind of like that post I was just saying, like, I'm not scared of commitment, because in no case am I. Like, I'm really not. But I could say like, everybody is kind of afraid of embarrassment or the whole I've seen this before or it's a pattern. I know this pattern, this feels familiar, this seems familiar. Like, so I could say that's one thing that causes people to want to get back off a little bit or not be too open and not be too vulnerable. And then it's just like, a lot of people aren't genuine. So you can't sit up there and open up to everybody. And
That's
then,
true.
you know, because some people will throw that shit back up in your face. Like, and then you have those people that you can be vulnerable with and this and that and the third, and it just really be what it is. Like, you guys are just, you know, bonding or whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's something that I, you know, used to struggle with as far as like being completely open. And now thinking about it, you know, it had its effects, but you know, I worked through it, and now it's just like whatever, I'll be vulnerable now, like it's cool. But yeah, I feel like that's something that was like in the way before, and I would try to avoid it because it's just like people don't be having pure intentions. Like, they want to get to know you and all the parts about you, and then, you know,
fuck you over.
That's just the shit. Like, people be saying, like, people be having you express shit to a person of what you've been through, and they'll fuck around and still put you through that shit. So that's why I was like a little on certain areas, but that's something that I did avoid. I'm fully throttled in it now. Like, I'm vulnerable, whatever, because it's just like, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like,
that's true.
So yeah, what do you avoid, friend?
Ooh, I try to avoid a lot, honestly. The first thing I can think of is I try to avoid happiness. And I had to think on this, like, when I was getting ready, because I was like, damn, what do I try to avoid? Because I am a very, like I've mentioned before on here, I am very open. I'm very passionate. So I always find myself expressing myself and expressing my love and expressing everything like that. But I never seem to get it back in return, or at least not as much as I give it out.
Right.
And so I always try to avoid happiness because I feel like I don't deserve it. And that's something that I'm trying to work through. That's something that I'm trying to understand of why I feel like I don't deserve it.
Right.
But like, even when I have conversations like with my friends, they're like, Kia, like, you deserve, like, if you want something, go for it. If you want.
Absolutely.
But I just run from it because I just feel like I'm not deserving. I'm not worthy of it. Like, it's just not for me. And it's becoming frustrating because now I'm getting to a place where I want to be happy. Like I said earlier, like, I was crying for days and I was like so depressed and I couldn't get out of bed and things of that nature. But like, even in those moments where I was like, fuck, I can't do this, I was just like, but I really want to be happy. Like, I really want to have like love in my heart for me, but for others. Like, I really do want to experience pure like happiness, not with strings attached, not with anything, not with like motives behind it, but just pure genuine happiness. Yeah. And it's like something that every time I feel like I'm getting close to it, or every time I feel like it is attainable, I just run from it. And I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out the root of it all, honestly.
I feel like it starts in you first. So you have to be happy with you in order to, like, fully happy with all the parts of you. And even if you have your insecurities sometimes, still just kind of like let's say like insecurity slip in your head, like, really just immediately block that shit out. Like, no, just be like, girl, stop thinking about that shit. Like, that ain't even me, da-da-da-da. So I feel like it starts with you first, being really in tune and being okay if, you know, finding happiness within yourself first.
So maybe that's a feeling I try to avoid, is self-love.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I try to avoid it. And this is something I'm literally working through right now as I'm talking to you guys, because I'm trying to rack my brain to figure out, like, if I'm avoiding happiness, and obviously I know it has to do with like me allowing myself to be happy and I'll experience those things, then clearly I'm also avoiding this idea of loving myself. And so why am I avoiding that? And
that's just like the phrase where it'd be like, you can't love nobody until you love yourself.
But I also feel like if you've never really experienced anything, how are you going to know how to show it to yourself? Like
love?
I've experienced love from my parents, my family, siblings, stuff like that. But I never really, I've never really felt appreciated.
From others?
Yeah. And in turn, it's just made me not appreciate myself. I think that's a big reason why another feeling I try to avoid is like, I don't know if success is a feeling, but I avoid.
We'll say it's a feeling.
Yeah, I
like when you pass the test, you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, like I avoid like when I like, for instance, when I like let's say I write something and it's really, really dope.
Yeah.
And like Ron or you or something, like somebody will hit me up, yo, this shit was da da da. I'm like,
you too hard on yourself. And I get it, because I wouldn't say like I was too hard on myself, but it would be sometimes like, when people randomly tell you like, oh, I'm so proud of you, and all the shit that you doing to make them proud of you, but you just really be like, why? Like, yeah. So I could say, everybody for that matter, even me, even whoever else.
But it's to the point where I think it's like damn near self-deprecating. Like it's to the point where it's like I had a friend hit me up because I was also dealing with some insecurities and shit like that. Because I'll feel confident in myself and then I'll see somebody else and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, girl, don't you know how beautiful you are? And I was like, no.
Yeah. But like, see, those same people, like the most beautiful person in the world will have an insecurity. So it's just like, that's like social media. Everything on the gram look like glitter and gold for some people, like and then some of the most beautiful people could really, after they post that fire ass picture and we under the comments liking it, doing this and that and the third, is like, and then they could really put that phone down, go in the mirror and really think that they look horrible.
Yeah,
that's literally the whole TLC aspect of unpretty. These people are perfect, and they become like, in the video, the girl was like bulimic, anorexic, shit like that. And it's just like, that's also part of being hard on yourself, and then also comparing yourself to other people. Yeah. The same thing go for journeys and how people are like leveling up. People compare themselves to other people too much instead of being on their own time and being secure with their own ways of being.
I think my insecurities cause me to like slightly self-destruct. And that's what causes me to like hide from these emotions that I should be learning to embrace as I grow.
Right. Like
I should be learning to embrace happiness. I should be learning to embrace love or support or things of that nature. Like I can't embrace it when people, it's like, what's that line from Time where Janae say you give but you can't take.
Yeah.
Like I can give love and I can give support and I can give compliments and I can give all of that. I can even make you happy. But when it comes to me, I don't know how to receive happiness. I don't know how to receive love or support.
I had it. It's gonna come back. Okay. So do you feel like you can't accept it because it's like not genuine, or because it has to be a reason? Like when you really think about it, it has to be a reason. I feel like I can't
receive it because I feel like I don't deserve it.
Why do you feel like that though?
I don't know.
And I'm trying to work through it, y'all. It really starts with, it's not, of course. It really, that's what I'm saying. It really starts with you. I think once you really put all that love that you give out to these people, and I'm not saying these people that you give love to are not deserving of it.
No, some of them aren't.
Oh, why? So, okay, but for the people who are, I feel like whatever amount of love you give out to these people, you got to kind of also boomerang it and give it back to yourself. And it's a process. All this shit ain't easy. It's definitely a process. But I'm not even about to fuck up the word. They know what I'm about to say.
What?
Rewarding. Yeah. It's a process, but it's one that needs to be done because, yeah, it's like you getting in your own way.
That's and
this was not, like I've been telling people, even me, sometimes I be getting in my own way. Then I be like, girl, I've really been telling everybody, like when I be talking to people about conversations and things of that nature, and they be like, oh, I didn't do this because of this. And it could be a small reason, but the small reason is pertaining to them. So I just get out your own way. The minute you move out your way, all the shit you want really gonna flow. And then when you do that, and then you also like, make peace with what you can't fix and fix what you could fix. That's it. This life shit, like we make life hard. It be hard.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong. It's always obstacles coming from left and right.
But sometimes we make it harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, and we really do be making this shit way harder. Like, because once you just gotta let the shit flow.
But I think that's common,
and I'm learning that too in areas and certain situations. Just let things flow, and it is because it's like we just put down here and we don't know really what to do. Like this should be crazy.
There's no blueprint.
It's, right, this shit came with 0 instructions. When all the instructions is written in straight Chinese. Like,
it's not for us, bro.
So it's just like, okay, I feel like that's really it. Like once you make peace with what you can't fix, and you fix what you could fix, certain things will really start to flow. Because 9 times out of 10, we in our head about situations that's old and shit that was really out of our control. That's and true. We can't let it go. Because we too busy trying to nitpick at it when really it served its purpose already. We got the lesson from it. We just still keep analyzing this shit, and it's just like that's us standing in our own way. So I feel like once you give yourself that love that you give people to yourself, you'll get what you're looking for. I truly, genuinely believe so. But it all starts with you.
Someone said to me in a conversation, and I hope they don't feel some type of way about me saying this, but someone said to me in a conversation, I'm sick of you being everyone's superwoman in your own kryptonite.
That's deep.
And I was like,
shut my mouth wide open.
Right. I was like, I had to
drag
see
me for Phil.
Right.
I'll call you back.
Hey, bro, I think my services.
It was a meme, right? It was Snoop Dogg, and I have it in my collections. I'm gonna post it. And it was like me when my friends give me advice, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." But no, it really be true.
Because that was really me. I had my little hair wrap on everything, and I'm just sitting there like, if I call you to be like self-deprecating, it's like, let me be that. And so I'm like, yeah, da, da, da. And he was just like, yo, like, I think you everybody's superwoman. But I was just like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like,
I respect him for doing that though, because it's like, all right, if you call me and you want to talk and you want to be in your mood, we gonna be into that. And I go this go for everybody and how I be handling situations. Let's say you in the mood and you call me like, oh, I'm down, da, 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 and we talk. But after a while, I'm not gonna keep piggybacking off the reasons why you're down. At some point, we gonna flip that and we gonna try to get you back up. Mm-hmm. So that's like people be sitting up there complaining about their problems and their issues, and it's just like, oh, I can't do this, or this won't work, and this and that and the third, and they want to stay stagnant on these problems. But I'm not gonna want to hear that shit for so long, and now I'm gonna want to start hearing your resolutions to the shit. Like, all right, so what you about to do? Mm-hmm. Are you about to handle it this way, this and that and the third? Because why are we gonna keep dwelling on a problem? How you gonna find a solution if you keep dwelling on a problem? So I whoever pulled that card,
not pulling my card,
because that was a whoever dropped that little gem.
Nah, that really was a shut the fuck up.
That was a Darius Love Hall. Nice.
Nah, they really tried to Love Jones me, and I was just like,
but I respect the person for doing it, because they let you be vulnerable and have your moment, but then also told you like, all right,
and I needed
enough
that.
Is enough. Yeah,
I did. I needed that. But so now I've been sitting here. Maybe that also been adding to my depression, because now I've been sitting here like, okay, you know what it is, like specifically with the question, you know what it is that you're avoiding. Mm-hmm. You're avoiding these feelings of really, it's not even negative feelings, like you're ignoring feelings that like you kind of, it's helpful. You're ignoring happiness, you're ignoring success,
shit that matters.
Yeah, like you're ignoring things you need for growth. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, why? And it's like, I know why, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't really know how to channel it all. Like, okay, yeah, I do need to be more prideful in my work. Okay, now what? Like, I don't know how to celebrate myself. I don't know how to, like,
big up yourself.
Yeah. I really don't. Like, yeah. I don't know how to do that. Like, if somebody told me to sit here and compliment myself, I would be like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It start with you, because somebody tell me compliment myself, bitch. Look, like I'ma just start rolling out the carpet. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really starts in you, with you, and yeah, it's really I feel like that's really how it starts. Like, so if you big up yourself on taking more, putting more pride in your work, and your work is dope. The shit that we about to drop, or that we trying to figure out if we want to drop Monday
trying
or not.
To figure out the date.
the whole Kia gonna give me props for being the model of the thing, but the whole creative aspect of it was from sis over here. So that's the thing, and it's like, and it's really dope shit.
My face.
It's really dope shit. The thing is like stupid dope, but it's just like, take pride in your work. and put pride in yourself. You work hard, you know, you're super creative, and yeah, just put that all in you. Like, love on yourself. I don't give a fuck if you got to do a face mask every morning.
Not a face mask.
And I'm dead. Self-care, self-love. I don't care if you got to do a face mask or some shit every morning. But yeah, just kind of start putting things into play, giving yourself some affirmations. Even if you got to do an old school sticky note, throw it all on the mirror, throw it all on the room, put one near the light switch. Just constantly keep giving yourself affirmations. If you even have to take it back that far, start off from bases of daily affirmations, getting shit sent to your phone about, you know, loving yourself. If you got to start off like from scratch and start doing that in order to get to a point where you just automatically know, like, all right, the affirmations are cool, but now I'm locked in with myself, so I don't really need those. Like, I just know now, like, I'm good enough. But I feel like, yeah,
I need to do some journaling probably. If there's anybody that's listening to this and you're also like thinking like, oh, okay, what are some feelings that I try to avoid, or what are some feelings that like I run away from, I would highly suggest like getting a little notebook or whatever, or even if you want to get it, child, I got 101 for no damn reason. But even if you use like your notes in your phone, like, and just jot out, okay, what are the emotions that I avoid? And then you list them out. And then one by one, you work through why don't you allow yourself to feel those emotions. Like, for instance, I'll be honest. The reason why I don't big myself up, or the reason why I don't give myself as much credit as I should have, is because when I was growing up, I was that precocious, whatever, y'all know what I mean. I was that real creative, you know, slightly weird child. I always knew more than I should have. I was always doing like other things that had people going, what the fuck is she on? But now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing that there's people that are really appreciate it, and not just people, but people that actually matter, who appreciate those things about me that when I was younger I used to get bullied on, or I used to get like laughed at for. Right. And so now that I'm in a place where I do have people who are like, yo, you're fucking dope, and I would invest this and that for you, or I would want you to do this and that for me. I'm like, really? You think I'm that good? Wow, really? You really want? Because it goes back to my childhood of, I remembered when like when like I would talk about music, and I would always mention like, oh, well, I know this about Motown, and I know this about disco, and I know this about that. And they were like, bro, like who the fuck gives a fuck about that? And now I'm in a place where I'm older and people are willing to pay me for my ideas, or they want me to work on things for them. Right. And I'm like, bro, you really care that much about what I think? I literally have people who will message me and be like, Kia, what do you think about this? I have people who will hit me up, yo, what you think about this album? Yo, what you think? Like, people actually want to hear what I have to say. And I'm like, you really care? Because when I was younger, nobody gave a shit about what I had to say.
And that's why we gonna take it back to last episode 3, that shadow work. See, it starts. See, as soon as you said, yo, and I was in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna get her. Not you come, bitch. Soon as you said, because as a child, I said, ding. So it starts, like I said, it's this shadow work, and you know this, but sometimes we just need to hear it again.
True.
It starts from childhood. In psychology, I study psychology. That's my major. Shout out to all the psych majors out there. We really can we get some? There we go. Yeah. So it really starts off in psych. We talk about this thing called nature versus nurture, and nurture is kind of like the aspect of how you were raised as a kid, your environment, your influences, your parents, things of that nature, and I said nurture already. Yeah, nature is kind of like your environment, what you grew up in, the block you grew up on, the area you grew up in, like poverty, things of that nature, schools, and just like really like the upbringings of you. So nurture, I would say, is kind of like molding of mindset and personality. And then molding of mindset, that's really what I would consider it. And then nature is kind of like molding of mindset and personality. So at some point, we got to kind of learn how to unlearn those behaviors.
Yeah.
So it is a process.
It is. It is a process.
And that shit, like I said, that it ain't always cute.
No.
But it's a process. And yeah, you got to kind of just really unlearn. Like, if you really think about it, like, we were programmed. So it's like when people start to ascend it's really like a whole new rebirth. Shout out to everybody who really do be like doing the spiritual work and all this.
That's dead ass what I feel like I'm in. Really, I feel like I'm in a tug of war between everything that I'm unlearning. Yeah, like I feel like I'm in a tug of war of everything that I'm unlearning and then where I'm headed. And I think that's why I feel stagnant. Yeah. Because I literally have been in this push or pull between where I was and where I'm going. Right. And that can, like you said, it can be a lot.
But then that's when making peace with what you can't fix comes in, right? And then fixing what you could fix. So if it's certain things in your childhood that you know it's no way in hell you could go back and undo, make peace with that. If it's things that you know in your childhood and in your adult life now that you could somewhat fix, mend relationships or something, even if it's dealing with your inner being, fix it. If it still feel like it can't get fixed, make peace with it. That's it.
I like that take on it.
Get it tatted. It's like, no.
No, but I really, and this is why like we called it Pack Lite, because like I'll be having a lot. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
No, I feel better because I'm a fucked up
piece of shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm pretty fucked up.
Better.
But like I really do like it because you have like Khai who comes in on her whole like psychological shit with the astrology and everything like that. And then you have me who I'm also on a spiritual tip, but maybe you guys can relate to me and what I go through because I come on a more emotional tip.
We just fit.
And so it just fits because it aligns, because then it's like, yeah, like it's fetch.
Authentic.
It's authentic.
We keep everything in here, all the bloopers,
all of it. It's all stay in here. All organic.
Yeah,
whole food, nigga.
Simply wholesome. No, don't give me the X. That's from Cali. Yeah, Simply Wholesome.
Marv, how much time we got left?
15. All right, yeah.
Are we haven't done an hour yet?
Damn. Okay.
I can't hear you.
No. He said 5. It's like 5. It's like 4.
Oh. We have not done an hour.
This was deep.
I'm sitting here like, please wrap it up.
You got anything else? I feel better because let me tell you something.
No, I feel a lot better. I'm not gonna hold you.
I was
I know
in a mode of things.
You was going through it, sis. I was worried about you.
I just wanted to read like people, like just.
You want to post some cards?
Not really people, but I'm just saying, just really get in here and talk more so about the whole vulnerability thing and this and that and the third. Because
well, you did briefly want to touch on, what was the other topic you briefly wanted to touch on?
Oh,
we can touch on it real quick.
Shit. It was
wasn't it entitlement?
Yes, it was
I'm trying to think. My brain be fried.
Hold up. Hurry up. Damn.
It was something with like entitlement. But in the meantime,
I see it. I wanted to try to swindle in obligations and entitlements. Not really gonna get too deep because I kind of want to make this a topic within itself.
Okay.
Because a lot of shit that people keep hollering that they don't feel that they're not obligated to do is kind of like they really should be obligated to do, because it's like, off the sense of common sense, and then just, having respect for somebody if that's the person you really, fuck with. So it's just like a lot of things, and people be saying like, oh, I'm not obligated to this and that and third. And it's like, but you would want these things done if it was vice versa. So people don't take obligations very serious. And entitlements are a little, it's really deep. Like entitlements, I feel like sometimes people are too entitled to the shit that they think that they deserve with bare minimum. So, but I think we're gonna swindle that in there.
Cards today.
I think we're gonna.
Kai said cards pulled.
I'm just. Look, please enter your debit card. I'm just really just like speaking like just regular, because it's just like, I know somebody out there that's feeling like people be feeling too entitled. Some of the people that they deal with or people that they know are like feeling too entitled, and then sometimes people just think that they're entitled to everything. And I get it. Sometimes, it would be the right thing to do. That's just like if somebody, going back to the shit that I had learned or whatever like that, when you had sent me that Twitter thread and I was working on the whole thing with my parents, it's like, okay, sometimes people feel that they're entitled to everything because they've always gotten something. Like I was saying, the whole thing with my pops always apologizing for doing this and that and the third. So that led me to start thinking that sometimes I was entitled to naturally have closure with situations and have people apologize for it, which would be the right thing to do because that's really the human right thing to do. But sometimes it's just like, and that's why that's when I really start learning that make peace with what you can what you can't fix shit, because it's just like, sometimes people just don't navigate the way you navigate.
I also think that level of entitlement comes from people having like attachments.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, like that whole, I don't think I'm entitled to anything. Because if it's one thing I learned from my father, and much love to Zachary, it's just that niggas don't owe you shit.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I won't be expecting nothing out of nobody at this point, because like, that's just the way shit be going.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to touch bases on it. We'll really get into.
Now we can get into that another episode, because that's definitely an in-depth type of conversation about what are you obligated to do, especially when you're in a relationship with someone, because some of y'all be feeling like people are.
We're gonna keep it cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it
for like the next episode or some shit.
I'm gonna just keep it cute. Because
it's really like a whole.
I'm feeling good today. I drank some water. I'm on some real Larry June, Don Kennedy shit. You know.
Don't check me, bitch. Check
the air quality. Hey, you know the vibes.
But yeah.
Any last minute comments you want to say? Because I think this was a good episode. I think it was nice and fluid. I don't think we have to do a full hour.
Protect your energy. Protect your energy.
Anything Kia gotta say? Yeah, I would just say take some time to listen to some Larry June.
Let's go.
Because you really do feel like you need to buy you some plants and a pair of Cartier shades, and you just feel lovely. Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do today. I'm probably gonna spoil myself and buy myself something that I probably shouldn't.
Here we go.
I bought myself a bottle of $500 perfume about 3 weeks ago.
Chanel?
No. It's, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Why?
That's how fucked up my life is.
No, that's lit.
Buying $500 perfumes that I don't know how to pronounce, but I know it's okay. I don't even feel like pulling it up. Whatever. I'll put it on. Yeah, it smells good. That's all you need to know. Buy black and
stay black. Period.
Yeah. Wrap me up.
Wrap it up.
And don't check me, bitch. Check the air quality. Okay.